4-yard. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Butker's kick here is good. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Third down.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he goes out right around the 39. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 44, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Flush to his right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
8-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. We're back now in KC. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
At the 8-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this carries into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got him on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
He was taken down at the 50.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know. But
and it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
27.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans that are holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.